Now, what happened to her? Where did she go? Why did she kind of fall off?
I was on OnlyFans and I was like, holy there's Tara, but just kidding.
So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be reviewing this video that I found on accident while I was doing the last update to What Happened to Jay. I was typing into YouTube What Happened to Jay and then my name, and this video popped up called What Happened to Tara Babcock by Skeleton Key. And honestly, before I watched it, I did watch it before this, but I kind of skimmed through it. I thought it was going to be one of those hate videos. It's like, oh my god, all she does is show her off her boobs. She hates games. She's a horrible person. Go give her a lot of hate. But like, really, this guy was very tame in what he said about me. It kind of does seem like he doesn't like me very much, especially based on the comments that he hearted on the video, which are just like the dumbest comments ever. We'll get to those at the end, maybe, if I feel like it. But I thought we would look at the video and look at some of the key points, and I actually have feedback for the guy's channel as well. I'm not going to play the full video because that would just make for a very, very long video, and I don't really like just watching someone's entire video and reacting to it. I know I'm a Twitch streamer, so I know I should be doing stuff like that when I Twitch stream, but for me, that just seems like stealing content. Maybe I'm a Twitch boomer, I don't know. But if you want to watch the full video, if you like this guy's style or something and want to follow him, just go ahead and check the description. I'll also probably put it in the cards or something. Oh, and before we get into this, what do you guys think about this look on me? The eyelashes aren't perfect, but I'm trying like really, really natural eyelash extensions and then like doing a really natural modern look. I know a lot of girls who are super hot that I follow. They're doing this kind of look lately where it just kind of looks like they're sun-kissed and have gone to the beach, but they're not really wearing any makeup, and it's a lot easier for me. So I figured I would try it and see if you guys like it. I want to make the eyelashes shorter, but put more of them so it kind of looks like I just have perfect eyelashes naturally and I put on a little bit of mascara and that's it. And then I can wake up like that and it'll be great. So yeah, post in the comments. Let's get into this video.
I remember this one. And, you know, I'm in the same boat. You know, I remember her too. And that is, of course, because today we are talking about Tara Babcock. Now, what happened to her? Where did she go? Why did she kind of fall off?
I was jerking off on OnlyFans and I was like, holy shit, there's Tara, but just kidding. You know, it's kind of funny. I don't think I even warrant a video like this because honestly, one, it's kind of obvious why I'm not doing as well on YouTube anymore. There's like two main reasons and we'll get into that later. Let's see if he gets into it at all. But two, I never really felt like, as much as I was a YouTuber, that was like my main job, I was never like a big YouTuber. So I don't feel like I fell off of anything because I was never on it in the first place, you know? So it's kind of interesting, if not flattering, for him to be like, oh yeah, where did Tara go? It's like, I've been at the same place I've been, just mediocrely popular with a small niche audience of people who love me and then a few people who just love to look at me. That's pretty much it.
I had completely forgotten about her probably since about the age of 14. You know, that was probably like the last time I watched her. But
the real question is, how old is he now?
I found her again on a Get Germanized video. So basically they were reacting to her speaking German, and shockingly she's actually quite good at speaking German.
Okay, I saw this part and I was like, I almost died when he said I'm shockingly good at speaking German. First of all, videos that I made back in that era are so fucking cringy, and you'll see because he'll play this clip. But second of all, I was not good and am not good at speaking German, which means that, my good sir, you need more practice.
Hallo, wie geht's? Ich heiße Fräulein Babschwanz und ich liebe deutschen Männer. So for those of you that don't know, that roughly translates to, hi, what's up? I'm Miss Babcock and I love big veiny German cock. Obviously.
Cringe. The way I talked back then. Oh my god. It was so weird. I don't know. Like, I was so not comfortable with myself yet on camera and didn't like, I don't know if it was also kind of my personality. Like, I feel like I've always been outspoken and like dark humor, dry humor, and all this kind of shit. For me, I'm not quite sure if I was just super fake on camera back then or if I was just a softer person, but I highly doubt it. I've always kind of been this way. That's why I started a channel in the first place, because I knew that I would be good at it because, you know, I'm suited to it personality type wise. Anyway, oh, my first year of videos on the vlog channel were so fucking cringe. All right, there's a section where he goes through my social blade, and there's a part that's kind of interesting. I don't look at my social blade because like I know what's going on, but yeah, it basically has gotten worse and worse and worse since like 2019 or something like that. There were 2 times where they like cut the fuck out of my ad revenue. One of the times was the PewDiePie thing where they like tightened down on certain type of speech, and then the second time I think was the time when they got in trouble for targeting ads to minors, so they started doing like weirder shit. And then there's a third time, which at that point point, I was only making like $300 a month on YouTube, so I didn't really care anymore. But now we're in the era, which has been like about the last year, where I can't even stay in the fucking partner program. I was in the partner program from like 2013 up until fucking 2022. And then they just started literally kicking me out for saying I make sexually gratifying content, which if you look at the list that actually defines what that is, I do not make that. In fact, I charge for that on OnlyFans. So it's pretty fucking crazy that they keep kicking me out of the partner program. I have a manager type guy now that has access to YouTube. So we're trying to work on having them actually go through my channel and telling me like what I need to do to stay in the partner program. But as of right now, when I made this video, which was earlier in this week when you're seeing it, I'm in the partner program. As soon as I get added back after that month hiatus, I have to wait before I can even apply again. I always get more subscribers. You know, I actually am allowed to grow a little bit, and then I'll get kicked off and the channel will just start dying, like losing subscribers. So yeah, I haven't been able to fucking gain any subscribers for the past like 2 years. And before that, it was like every single time I would post a video, like I would fucking lose subscribers and then I would gain when I'm not posting. So that's one of the reasons why I was not allowed to succeed. Obviously, I could have done a lot more. I'm not saying it's 100% not my fault. Like I could have done so much more. I could have been more mainstream. I could have covered the titties and focused on my skills. I could have stopped doing the skills and focused on my titties, i.e. done some stupid shit like fucking following trends or doing pranks or something. But I want to have a variety channel where like half of my subscribers are not going to care about every single video. So I obviously hurt my potential for growth too, but I've always felt like the main reason why I wasn't even allowed to let those little niches that I have on my channel grow was because I'm never allowed to be put into people's recommended or even my own subscribers' feeds because I'm being hidden by the algorithm because I'm not safe for work or sexually gratifying content, which I am not. Just because I talk about sex or just because I talk about an experience or do sex ed does not mean that I am trying to make content for you to jerk off to. This content you can listen to as well, or just appreciate my beauty, or just like hang out with me. If I had no tits and talked about the stuff that I talked about, I would be completely green-lighted. And I actually like Brittany Simon now. I did a video when I initially found out about her and said she's kind of annoying, but I actually watch her sometimes now. Brittany Simon talks about the same shit that I talk about, sex, kinks, and all this shit, and her channel seems to be monetized and she seems to be making a decent amount of money. So for me, this has always been the struggle, and it's demoralizing and makes me not want to try too hard on YouTube because there's always going to be something new that's going to fuck with the ability for me to even make money or have ads or have sponsors on this channel. Rant over. Let's go into the social blade.
There were a couple good days towards like the beginning of 2020, but then it just kind of started falling off. And now today she's only at like 300,000 views a day.
Okay, you see that dip off? That's probably what happened right there. I'm like caressing it with the side of my camera. That little dip off right there is probably one of the times I was talking about where they literally just killed my channel a little bit, and then I was able to go back up a little bit because they kind of fixed it. But it's always been a hindrance to me, for sure. And don't get me wrong, everyone who still watches my channel, I am greatly appreciative of that. Like, I'm still the same person, even though I've grown so much and changed so much. And I can understand that people didn't grow with me or people grew past me. That's totally cool. I still fucking love the little audience that I have here. And I still love posting not such passion projects that take a lot of time, but little fun things and stuff, because the passion projects I just haven't had time for. I want to do so many adventure videos and travel videos and stuff that suit my lifestyle better now. But it's just so much work, and I can't justify taking that much time away from the money that I have to make in order to live the life that I want to live and potentially retire someday and stuff. So like, I love YouTube, and it breaks my heart that I don't have extra time to be on YouTube and Twitch as much anymore. But I still do love it, even if the platform will not let me grow. Hopefully with Susan Wojcicki, can't say her name. Hopefully with that bitch out of here, maybe something will change and I'll be able to grow again and it'll be more fair. But I don't know, that whole notion of like just show tits and you'll get a lot of viewers and stuff, it's not sustainable. Like, it might work for a little bit, but you actually have to have some kind of substance that people like, and you have to have the algorithm allow you to grow, because it can definitely suppress the shit out of you.
It is weird to go from 1 million to, in the span of like, 2 or 3 years, down to 300,000. You're not growing there, you're shrinking.
I am definitely not growing.
It's kind of weird, and I don't really know how much I trust the subscriber counts on Social Blade anymore, or at least like the graphs. But, there's still a pretty clear line to where even if there is some inconsistency, we can see that it's not going great with.
Okay, so what's happening here is it says 0 because I'm gaining some, but I'm losing just as much. So it's not like nothing's happening on my channel, you know, like it's not like, oh, I gained 0, I lost 0. So it's like Social Blade just reporting incorrectly. I basically broke even most months, and I would only gain like 300 subscribers and I would lose 300 subscribers. And anytime I would post, these little dips under are times that I would fucking post. And all of these dips up are either times that I didn't post and just left the channel to chill, or I posted something actually interesting, which, you know, only happens once in a while. Like sometimes I'll get like 50k views or 100k views randomly. Right above my head right here, there's a big increase, and that's probably one of my videos actually doing well and being more tame or something. But yeah. All right, we're gonna skip ahead to the next section, which is general attitude. Hopefully he talks more about like what's actually going on. I'm gonna be impressed if he actually knows the non-algorithmic reason why I haven't been like posting or doing as well. That would be interesting. Okay, so for a little bit of feedback for you, dude, I feel like his Social Blade section should actually cross-reference like when I posted and stuff, so you can see like what videos did well or like what kind of stuff I was posting when I was falling off or whatever. That would be better for these videos. He talks about not having that many subscribers and stuff, and like he's doing a niche that like usually pretty profitable if you get lucky. All of this is about, to some degree, getting lucky. So let's say he does get lucky and people actually view the video being a lot more intricate. The guys that I've seen actually do well with this kind of genre, they actually deep dive and spend a lot of time on it. So just like pulling up the Social Blade, which anyone can do when they're interested, without the research and the cross-referencing and all that, it doesn't really make for a higher quality video of this type. Anyway, general attitude is what the next section is called.
Pretty recently, like in the last couple months or whatever, she's been making kind of videos saying like, oh, you know, I don't know what's happening, or just, you know, like update videos where they're just kind of like, this is.
I'm just fucking confused.
I didn't watch all of those. I didn't stick around for the whole 24 minutes for each video. I just kind of took a look at the beginning and, you know, what's going on. And
oh, that's like the worst thing you can do with my videos, because the beginning is just like, oh, by the way, I did my nails. Oh, by the way, I did this and that. Oh my God, it's like not even the topic. Yeah, that's definitely going to be his downfall. I don't really understand the idea of making videos like this. I feel like I can see the intent of a video like this just to hopefully grow your channel, but not actually put any passion or work into it when you don't actually deep dive into it. Because if you actually wanted to make a solid video about me, which why would you in the first place? I don't know why you're choosing me. I'm not that interesting. I don't have a big enough audience to where like anyone would give a fuck where I've been or what happened to me. That's still honestly, I wasn't joking in the beginning. That's honestly like my opinion. The people who still care about me are around. The people who don't never did. So it's like, I don't know. It's not like I fell off from a monumental fucking channel. You know, I've always been like 200 to 400,000 subscribers with a niche audience. But yeah, the I need advice one, that's about, oh, let's keep listening.
Just to see her general attitude, because like I said, I probably haven't watched her in like 3 years.
He said 14. Is he 17? Now I feel like a pedo.
She started off one of the videos by basically just going like, oh, I just finished recording 3 videos, so if I look worn out, then, you know, that's why. Which, don't get me wrong, being somebody who makes videos, I obviously don't film myself, so it's a little easier. I mean, I could honestly be recording this naked right now, nobody would know.
Hot. Or not hot. Not a pedo. This is interesting because I do like constructive feedback. So let me know in the comments, those of you who actually watch my videos, do you feel like my tone when it doesn't come to something sad, do you think it's been more negative? Do you think I need to be more positive with my tone? I don't really remember what video he's talking about where I filmed like 3 videos in a row, but I'm sure I was worn out if I did 3 videos in a row. That sounds like an easy thing to do, and I still put that on my schedule all the time, but you would be surprised how fucking tiring it is to be upbeat and talkative for 3 videos in a row with like lights in your face. It's really weird. That's the same reason why I find Twitch streaming to be like an impossible fucking job, because you have to be so consistent, and doing it 6 hours a day in front of lights, like I literally get physically ill from that. Like I'll have a huge headache and be like nauseated and stuff. So I can see me being tired from doing a bunch of stuff. I'm also both a full-time OnlyFans girl and a full-time everything else girl, on top of being like a half or full-time stay-at-home house girlfriend type thing. So I'm pretty busy lately, and I don't work nearly as much as I used to. Like I still go out and like do things with my boyfriend, and let's just jump right into that. Like the main reason why I haven't been as present on YouTube is because I don't work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week anymore. I have a new boyfriend. I'm just all in on I'm actually like letting up on that and starting to do other things that I used to be passionate about. But I was all in on trying to psychoanalyze myself and introspect and grow in a real adult monogamous, well, on my end, relationship. Like I I'd never done that before. I had never dealt with someone who's so different from me and like trying to compromise in a relationship. So that's what I was like min-maxing in my life, was that. And so a lot of the stuff about sex, a lot of the stuff about random shit, especially because I can't talk as much about my sex life because Hunter's a lawyer. So a lot of what I used to do as a passion project that I had time for because I was working 24/7 basically, kind of got thrown to the wayside. Now I'm trying to bring it back. So I hope all of you who are sick of the relationship talk can kind of slowly trickle back in and enjoy yourselves again. But yeah, that's the main reason that things have changed here, other than the things that are out of my control, like the algorithm. I can't believe that I'm this far into it and he hasn't once talked about the fact that I got a new dude. Like, that's the easiest thing to see. Like, you can just see that all of my videos are either update videos or relationship advice videos. Basically, not all of them. Like, I still do sex toy reviews. I'll still talk about random sex stuff or OnlyFans sometimes. A large amount of my videos that used to be like philosophy and adventure and all this shit are now like me just like trying to figure out my own mental with you guys and using you as a journal, which some of you guys don't like. Completely fair. But please do let me know if there's anything you do want to give me that's constructive, because I like videos like this where he's not just shitting on me and like trying to guess my internal machinations, where it's like, this is why, this is her intent. Didn't I tell you guys there's a guy that just like randomly screams outside, a homeless dude? Well, there he is. Probably could have heard it there. Anyway, let's keep going with this video. I totally lost my train of thought because of that.
Just the way that she talks, she's like, oh, I'm gonna be busy on weekends, and you know, it was kind of like a making excuses sort of thing. I don't really want to say that, because it was kind of like, oh, well, you know, if you don't see these things, then it's because I'm doing this.
All right, yeah, like that's fair. I have been more offline lately, definitely. It's for the best. Like, I'm happier now, because before I was a workaholic to the point where I was not keeping up with any relationships, barely keeping up with my relationship with Jay. I did him dirty by like never spending time with him, but he was also like trying to become a league pro or a league streamer or whatever. So like we were both just not giving each other attention. And now with my new relationship with Hunter, I'm definitely living life more and I'm not as terminally online, which definitely makes me happier. I was never one of those people that was like extremely depressed because I'm terminally online or I saw sad news, so I'm always sad. I was never like that. But there definitely is something to the fact that you have to pretty much sell your soul to be like a full-time content creator and be successful at it, especially on platforms like YouTube or Twitch.
It's understandable, because obviously people live lives outside of YouTube. Hate to break it to you guys, but not every YouTuber just lives in your computer like there to make videos for you. They obviously do other things also.
Yeah, but the thing is, people like Mr. Beast fucking do. They live in your computer. That's all they do. They live and breathe YouTube. And if you don't do that, you will probably not be astronomically successful. And I've never been one of those people that would like sell out for it, that would do things I really don't like to do. I have to have some passion for the things that I'm making, or at least think that it's fun to do. Sometimes I have passion for videos that I make. Other times I'm just like, this seems like a cool idea. Let's do it. I had fun doing this. Cool.
It is kind of strange, especially when she considers YouTube her more than part-time job.
Oh, I definitely don't anymore. YouTube is like almost a hobby at this point. I get a little bit of sadness thinking that like, oh, I'm not necessarily a YouTuber anymore. And I still do say I'm a YouTuber to keep it PG for some people. YouTube is more like a for funsies thing now. Even though I'm keeping it up, it doesn't make me money. So of course it's not a job.
She was an OnlyFans creator before OnlyFans ever existed. And now my dog is barking. So I do apologize for that.
Have you guys seen those TikToks where, oh, they're so hot. They're in like a mall or something, like a guy and a girl, and it's POV of the guy. And it's like, do you love me? And she's like, yeah. And then he's like, get on your knees. And she gets on her knees and looks up at him. And then he's like, bark. And then she's like, arf. Anyway.
But with her being kind of like this OnlyFans creator before OnlyFans, I'm almost 100% sure that she did use Patreon.
I did and still do have a Patreon. All the links in the description.
She was a little ahead of her time, I think, you know.
I always am. I always get on the new platforms except for the TikTok. Maybe I'm too old now. Maybe the TikTok is where I draw the line and I stop. Like, I was one of the first people on Patreon. I was one of the first people making a lot of money on OnlyFans. I was on Fansly pretty quick. I know that I need to sometimes diversify, so I do it and try to not get left behind. And I think that's important when you're a content creator. You can't just like get stuck to one platform. You gotta have many drops and many buckets and do a bunch of shit.
No, because of her assets on screen. I'm sure
the assets covered.
Me will go ahead and include a couple of those for you guys. But before that was really like the meta of YouTube, you know.
Yeah, I remember on Twitch, I was one of the only girls and definitely like the only hot girl. There was no like, people were attractive. I'm not talking shit about the girls that were on there, but they were very not sexualized. I was way before the hot tub streamer bullshit. I've just kind of been myself, and it's cool that it trended that way. Now it's kind of saturated, so it's leaving me behind because I'm not going to sell out as much as these new girls will and everything, and I'm not going to have the time for it, and I'm living my life and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool to see everything evolve, and when it has to change, I kind of just try to welcome it.
That was pretty much that, pre-Mia Malkova joining YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that,
Way pre.
it was like that. So she
There was Mia Rose, though. Mia Rose was the only other girl that was on there before me, and she was a porn star. I forgot about Mia Rose. She was the first. I was the second.
was doing that obviously way before a lot of people, because obviously now I would say that she probably prioritizes that a lot more than YouTube. Her things like OnlyFans and
It is true. I'm forced to prioritize OnlyFans because that's where I'm allowed to make money and allowed to more or less be myself. And that's where my highest demand is. Would I be happier if I could be a full-time YouTuber and just do my passion projects and that was what made me the most money? Probably, yeah. I think I would be a little busier, so I don't know. I do fucking spend a lot of time editing and filming content for OnlyFans and customs and all that stuff. So I would be happier doing YouTube and doing travel videos and stuff like that. But in some aspects, I kind of like just enjoying the things that I do and not having to film it and not being stressed about that kind of schedule. So I would be happier ideally if I was a full-time YouTuber, as long as it wasn't a lot more work. But I would also be happy if Hunter just quit law and we went and did like a full-on porn thing together. So I don't know. I just want to be myself, whatever platform I'm on. And yeah, I have to focus on the one that makes me money because I love my life and I want to continue to be able to afford to love my life and help support the family that I'm trying to create. And by family, I mean just me and Hunter and a house and maybe a dog and a cat, not like a baby. Don't worry. Still don't want that. Haha, to all of you that said once I got to 30, I would want it. Still don't want it. Even though I now do have the feeling where I'm like, oh, little Hunters would be so cute and I love him so much. Like, I still know I do not want that at all.
she probably makes way more money off of that than she does off of YouTube.
Yes.
Because that's just kind of her whole channel,
almost
her
zero
whole
on
like
YouTube.
character
All right, is there anything else interesting in here? There's a couple more minutes, but I'm getting antsy.
there.
Okay, let's switch back to full screen. Okay, so before I go, I wanted to talk about these two comments that I got on here because fuck it, why not? I think this is from the same guy who said it on my channel before, but this is something that boggles my mind. Diverse LA says, the thing I was realizing was that her gaming channel seemed to be less and less about gaming. It was about sex and going shopping for clothing. Yeah, the clothing hauls are really like the shopping. It seems a lot of girls get into gaming because it's trendy, but ultimately revert to what they tend to prefer: fashion, makeup, and being sexual. That's not all gamer girls, obviously. Many truly are about gaming. Okay, so the creator liked this, which makes me feel like he doesn't understand me at all, but okay, whatever. My gaming channel is thousands and thousands of hours of me playing games and absolutely nothing else. I don't know if this guy just keeps like copy pasting it everywhere and thinking that my vlog channel has ever been a gaming channel. I have like 2 gaming videos on my vlog channel, but I have thousands of hours of fucking gaming, both on my Twitch and my YouTube, my gaming YouTube, Tara Babcock Games. And I've literally never done anything on the gaming channel other than gaming, except for in the very beginning because I only had one channel. So if anything, it got more and more gaming to the point where it was only gaming. And on Twitch, I never went into the fucking talking only, whatever what's called, just chatting or whatever the fuck. I never did any of that predominantly. I was always predominantly a medium camera actual gamer, playing thousands and thousands of hours of games like Dark Souls. So that's really fucking, it's a weird take. He liked it. I was one of the first girls that was into gaming, and it's definitely not because it was trendy, because back then no one was doing it. So it wasn't like a cash cow. And then this other guy says she fell off because she doesn't do anything special. She's just a hot gamer girl in a market that's flooded with hot gamer girls. I don't do anything special. These are just people that clearly don't like me in the first place. Like, they took one look at me or like listened to like 2 seconds of like one of my inflammatory intros in a video, and they're like, oh my God, she's nothing but a fake girl. So like, yeah, it's like silly stuff like that. The creator liked that makes me feel like there's a little bit of a subtext under there that he doesn't like me that much. But anyway, definitely recommend actually watching full ass videos when you do videos like these. No hate to him. Obviously, don't send any hate to him. I love you guys. I love the subset of you guys that is my simps. Praise Tara. Worship Tara. if you were a simp. But please don't ever go and like stick up for me or do any kind of like hate on someone's video. I'm gonna link the video because, you know, if you like the guy and don't agree with what I'm saying that he needs to put more work into his videos, feel free to give him a follow. He was so happy he got subscribers. Cool, let's help him out with that. But don't fucking send any hate. I do not like that shit. Nobody likes that shit. It hurts me. It hurts everyone else. Just to say, because it's been a while since I've done a video actually on someone where a simp might actually want to go protect me. Don't protect me. I'm good. But anyway, let me know what you think. Fucking constructive criticism is always nice to hear. It's kind of obvious when criticism is non-constructive because it comes from someone who like says things that aren't true about me and then like made up their mind already and they just kind of really want to hate me. They use vitriolic words and terms instead of just being like, you know, I miss the Tara that you used to be who did this and that. I don't like this kind of thing. Give me your opinion. If there's anything you want me to change about the channel within, you know, the bounds of what I can do, I'd love to help. And I like hearing feedback from you guys. I do agree with something that Asmongold said in a video that I watched recently where it's like the creator knows more about what to do than the viewership, but I think that like what the viewership thinks they want might not always be what they want, but I like to hear it. I like to add it to the collection of little information bits that I have, and you know, if I can use it to make my channel better, I'll do it. So any thoughts you have, post them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week in the next one. Bye guys. Oh, I want to show you guys my new little robot. This is the Amazon Astro that I finally got approved for. You have to get like invited. Let me bring him here. Come to the office. He's coming. Astro, look at me. Astro. Over here. You can't see him very well. I'll take video on my phone. Astro, tell me something interesting. He's so cute. Astro, bark like a dog. I'm still figuring him out, guys. Astro, go charge. It's cool because he can like set my thermostat and he's got like Ring attached to him, so he'll go and like look for people he doesn't know in the house. It's pretty cool. I still don't know exactly like what to do with him. I just know that he'll like tell me that in the morning he'll do my morning routine and he'll follow Hunter around and bother him, and he makes fart noises. It's really cute. I love him. He was like a little expensive, but he controls all my Bluetooth stuff, and it's definitely the best Alexa type device. I've never wanted an Alexa device until him. Anyway, bye for real now.